Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of The Danny Show. I'm your host, Dan Cody, giving you commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. Thank you guys so much for joining. And by the way, shout out to Darlin, I believe, one of the new subscribers. Thank you so much for your subscription. Let's get started with today's review of what happened last night at Elimination Chamber 2026 live from Chicago. And in honor of Chicago, I am wearing a Bulls attire. But let me first off say, last night was not a bad event, but I got to be honest with you. Last night cannot top Elimination Chamber 2025. That was awesome. And if The Rock was not busy making that movie about the MMA fighter and chose to stay with WWE to continue the storyline with John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, I think it would have added a lot more flavor, not to steal the quote from Trick Williams, but it would have added a lot more flavor to last year's storytelling road of WrestleMania. Because let's be real, last year's storytelling, Royal Rumble in Elimination Chamber 25, that was great to me. And I think last year was better than this one. But this one was still good. And let's talk about it. We have the Elimination Chamber for the women's match. Raquel taking a page out of Roman Reigns' playbook by attacking and stacking. And I'm not going to use that second word because I hate that word. But Raquel, ironically, both their names start with an R and are R squared. R squared. Both wrestlers have a first and last name with an R. Of course, Roman inspired it at WrestleMania 2021. She took it stacking and pinning both Kiana and who else did she pin? Kiana and Asuka. After Asuka had helped eliminate Alexa Bliss with the miss. I never thought I would see Rhea Ripley doing a cannonball like that, but it helped Raquel get eliminated with the moonsault. And then it was Tiffany Stratton versus Rhea Ripley, and Rhea was successful. Now, I got to be honest with you. Rhea versus Tiffany Stratton is a match that I want to see in the near future. Almost as I want to see Bianca Belair get well with the fingers soon, and Jade Cargill. But we're going to get Rhea versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. And you want to know I'm going to give you guys a little fun story. I have been fortunate. I recently got WWE 2K24 with Cody Rhodes on the cover, as well as 2K25. Now, Jade is downloadable content on 2K24, so who do I put her up against to replace Jade on 24? Now, Jade is available on 25, but not unless you download her on 24. And fun fact, I'm thinking of putting the match in watch mode between Rhea Ripley versus Chyna, who is available to be bought with a few points on both games. So for 24, I'll be playing Rhea versus Chyna. And I think that's going to be good. Who would win that match? Rhea or Chyna? God rest the soul of Chyna. Moving forward, we had the women's match between Becky Lynch and AJ Lee in her adopted home of Chicago. And this match was pretty good. Interesting moment when you saw Jessica Carr try to stop Becky Lynch successfully from using the ropes and the exposed corner, However, it was actually her doing. She exposed it and tried to use it, but when she went to attack AJ Lee, she ducked and ended up running her own face accidentally into the turnbuckle. So in Becky Lynch's head, Becky is booking herself. Becky wants Jessica Carr at WrestleMania. Well, I don't think that's going to be an epic WrestleMania match, but I know in the near future, Jessica Carr is on Becky Lynch's hit list. And it's not just me saying, I hate when she does that. I just want to make fun of it, despite the fact that I can't stand when she does that. But Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee was a good one, and AJ Lee is now the women's Intercontinental Champion. And it's not just me saying it, it's everyone is saying it. Sports Illustrated is saying it. Moving forward to some other interesting news, we found out who is behind the box. I thought it was going to be a little more interesting than this, but we got Dan Hudson in the box. You are cursed. But in any event, moving forward, Dan Hudson is a new member of the WWE roster. Then we get CM Punk, Chicago's own, versus Finn Balor. And CM Punk got a Michael Jordan inspired entrance because both are hometown guys. I could be wrong, but I think when you're a Chicago guy, the citizens of Chicago will stand by you strongly. I could be wrong, but Chicago looks like the type of city to really stand strong behind hometown celebrities, except for R. Kelly. But in any event, Michael Jordan, famous Chicago man. Also, I heard Obama is from Chicago. And of course, CM Punk. Keep your wives away from Dennis Rodman. I will just say that. Don't let your wives get around Dennis Rodman. Even now, from what I heard. But going forward, great entry by CM Punk. I would say this match is a bit, maybe 4 stars. It was not a bad match to me at all. The match had some good highlights, including CM Punk paying homage to WrestleMania 13 by putting Finn Balor in the sharpshooter. In the end, it was a second go to sleep. The first one, CM Punk did it and Finn rolled out of the ring. But the second one got the job done, and AJ Lee came to celebrate with her husband, CM Punk, as they both celebrated being champions. And now they are the power couple that Triple H and Stephanie were on the road to WrestleMania in 2000. They could be walking into WrestleMania as champions simultaneously. But let's talk about the Elimination Chamber, the main event for the men's version. We have Logan Paul. Jey Uso would have been there, but he was attacked, so he was replaced. You have Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and of course, who was the 6th man? I keep forgetting the 6th man. He would be so angry at me. L.A. Knight. Yeah, how can you dare forget him? Unfortunately, Logan Paul wanted to forget about him real quick because he went low on the guy and then did a roll-up pin to get him out of the match. We saw, it's crazy, Trick Williams is supposed to be a heel, but yet he gets the babyface treatment from the audience every time he comes out, which is well deserved. Nonetheless, the highlight of this match was that we had a bunch of no-named mask guys, or people that I'm not that familiar with, come into the match to interfere with Logan Paul until the real masked man would show up. And it would be none other than Seth Rollins, who got a CM Punk like pop in Punk's hometown when he took the mask off and revealed himself. Now, what is this going to do in the road to WrestleMania? I don't know. Will he even be cleared in time for WrestleMania? It's the clear question. And just after that happens, Drew McIntyre comes and messes everything up, costing Cody Rhodes to get distracted after Randy Orton goes for the RKO on Drew. Then Drew gets a not Claymore, he gets the Rhodes finishing move, Crossroads, and then Cody Rhodes, of all people, should know this, but you never turn your back on Randy Orton, because Randy Orton, despite being friends with Cody, went for the RKO to eliminate Cody Rhodes, and now it's going to be Drew, allegedly, versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. But one thing's for sure is Randy Orton is going to WrestleMania and could be the the third best to Ric Flair and John Cena, who has the all-time record of being the never seen 17. Randy Orton could be going to 15. Moving forward, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you actually think about yesterday's Elimination Chamber? Now, I got to be honest. 2025 was one of my favorite Elimination Chamber years because of the matches and the storytelling. However, this year was not bad at all to me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What you think. I'm your host, Dan Cody. See you next time.